I'd like to introduce you to WorkNet Solutions game Soul Survivor. It is one of my favorite tools that we use. It's an opportunity for you to put your job seekers, your learners, your clients, your students, whoever you're serving, into the employer's shoes. Sometimes when we're crafting our job search strategy, we're really just looking from our own vantage point. If you can get them thinking from the employer's perspective, they're going to see all sorts of things that will inform how they're going to search. And you will not have had to tell them. They will get to think it, and they will get to realize how they need to change their search to satisfy the employer. Here's how it works. It comes with full instructions and all the materials that you need to lead a group of people through the exercise. If you've just got 2 or 3 or 4 people, you can have them work in a single group. I've actually played this game with about 110 people, and so I think we had about 30 different groups, and it worked just fine. Have them group up in teams of 3, 4, or 5, and they each get the same job description. They all work for yummy, healthy baby products. And they have been recommended by their supervisor to serve on a hiring committee to hire 1 customer service representative, and they get this very informative want ad telling them what they're looking for. Then you're going to take them through 4 rounds where they learn about the candidates that they're considering. There's no one right answer. They're not trying to figure out who's the best match. They're genuinely trying to figure out who's the best candidate for this company in this job at this time right now. And there's good things and not so good things about each candidate that they're considering. So in round 1, they're going to learn what they would learn about the top 8 candidates that are being considered. They're going to learn what they would learn on the application or on the resume. And as it says at the bottom, they're going to screen 1 person out, taking them down to their top 7. Each group gets a note sheet so that they can record their process. They simply write down who they chose to screen out first. They can cross them off the list here, and the main reason why they screened them out. So maybe they get rid of Michael because he seems overqualified. He's no longer in contention. They're going to proceed with the remaining 7. In round 2, they learn what they would learn in a phone interaction with their remaining 7 candidates, and they screen out 2 more people, taking them down to their top 5. In round 3, they learn what they would learn in an in-person interview. They cut 2 more people, taking them down to their top 3 candidates. Finally, they get to round 4 with their top 3 candidates, and the question changes. First, they were asked, who will you screen out? Then they were asked, who else will you screen out? Then they were asked, who else will you screen out? And finally, in round 4, the question becomes, which one will you hire? And that mirrors the hiring process pretty well. Throughout the process, they're going to be introduced to the 8 candidates that they're considering, each of whom offers a different angle on the pros and the cons of hiring different people. There's no right answer. They have to wrestle with their team and figure out who they believe is the right fit for the job. In the end, you have all the instructions that you need to debrief the game and help them pull out lessons from that experience. Very often, you'll have a candidate who will screen somebody out for something that they're doing. Maybe they screen somebody out because they don't like their voice message and they realize, oh, maybe I need to change my voice message. Or they screen somebody out because they seem overqualified. Well, he doesn't really want this job. And they realize that they want to put all their experience on their resume and they wonder why they're not getting interviewed. They're overqualified. So they'll make a lot of changes to their job search based on what they learned from the employer's perspective. One bonus you get in the instructions is that you learn the end game. You learn what would have happened if they had hired any of these 8 candidates. Some of them work out really well. Most of them work out pretty well. Some of them don't go well at all. So have them play this game, step into the employer's shoes, make some decisions, and then before they're done, they can take a look at what they're going to do differently in their job search now that they know how to think like the employer.